He's gonna do just that, dragging Eccentric closer to his partner. See, this is the kind of tag team experience that Reuben, Dynasty and Jacob DJ have, making sure that the opponent is closer to them, and Jacob DJ adding some excitement to this match with that running Harikarana. Jacob DJ from Australia. His hobbies include going in a kangaroo's pouch, hugging koalas, and sleeping with wallabies. Another Hurricane Runner by Jacob DJ, straight from the Barmy Army. Against the ropes, but Eccentric putting an end to Jacob DJ's momentum with that big back body drop. Looking down on Jacob DJ is Eccentric. You know, usually when people get together and they fight against something in professional wrestling, it's usually something heinous, but I have to agree with the cause, man. Like, they're just looking out for the safety of their competitors. I mean, this hardcore business, we are trying to phase it out here at Victory Road Wrestling, but, you know, I've spoken to the researchers, and hardcore wrestling still draws. And look at this, a submission by Eccentric. Victor just taunting Jacob DJ by standing in the middle, making sure that, taunting Reuben Dynasty, ensuring that Reuben Dynasty does not get involved. And look at Jacob DJ, he's being dislocated again. I don't know what Victor and Eccentric are doing, but they're dislocating their opponent's joints. Driving Jacob DJ into the canvas is Victor, but only getting a 2 count. Very impressive show of resiliency by Jacob DJ. I mean, if you can live in a country where there are kangaroos everywhere, you must be pretty strong. Jacob DJ has the strength of a platypus and the poise of an emu. That submission cinched in by Victor, but he realizes that it's going to take a lot more to defeat Jacob DJ. Jacob DJ using the momentum from that Irish whip with a kangaroo spin. And ladies and gentlemen, Jacob DJ with an upset. Oh my gosh, I cannot believe it. Using the momentum from that Irish whip, delivering a kangaroo spin. Oh, and what's this? Wildebeest. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Wildebeest, the 8-footer with the 20-inch dong, attacking Reuben Dynasty and Jacob DJ. Why exactly is he doing this? Soiling their reputation. Oh my gosh.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the newest member to the cause, Wildebeest, man.
My name is Dr. Hudson. I've been a doctor for, let's say, 15 years.
I've seen thousands of patients, but none quite as impressive as Boron Stone. His strength, his agility, his speed. Boron Stone, he's great. Now, he lost that title due to a fluke, but I'm telling you, when Boron Stone gets that title back, he ain't losing it ever again. Boron Stone is getting better and better day by day. I'm a doctor, and I approve this message.
Ladies and gentlemen, I just want to mention that there's going to be a bikini contest between Jenna Gemstar and Ella Steen, the winner becoming the #1 contender for the Galactic title. And could the Galactic champion be this lady right here, Cindy Citrus, who had an impressive showing on the last episode in a 3-way match? And that is the reason why we're giving her this opportunity. If she wins this match, she will take on either Jenna Gemstar or Ella Steen.
Silence and bow down to your master and terrestrial being, Zedder.
Zedder, a man from a far-off galaxy, making his... Oh my gosh, ladies and gentlemen, Zedder's slaves attacking Cindy Citrus. I should have known something was up because they usually enter the ring before Zedder. And there you see Peliku with the blonde hair, Ron Reynolds. And look at the way they're just assaulting Cindy Citrus, a kick to the vagina, a lot of kicks to the vagina. And there's Zedder, the galactic champion. And I'm really not liking this, folks. Remember on the last episode, before his match against Zedder, Gene Rick was assaulted backstage. After much investigation and speculation, we have determined that Zedder was involved. And here we see Zedder once again using cheap tactics to retain his title. But let's not count out Cindy Citrus so soon. The match will not end until there's a submission or a pinfall or a disqualification, or if there's a weather alert. You get the idea. A pin by Zedder pressing his body on Cindy Citrus, but that's not enough. Cindy Citrus very tough. We saw that on the last episode in that three-way match against the Press and Ella Steen. Zedder has no remorse. He doesn't even know how to spell that word. From a distant galaxy, just a 2 count. And I think Zedder does not have any respect for Cindy Citrus, because where Zedder is from, Caucasian people are used as slaves. I do not agree with that. Oh my gosh! Once again, we see that double hook face buster maneuver being utilized by a Victory Road Wrestling participant. Only acquiring a 2 count though. Zedder has the obvious size advantage. And Zedder running straight into the turnbuckle. And you can see it's affecting his knee. Oh my gosh. A drop toe hold by Cindy Citrus right there. And Cindy Citrus smart, working on the knees of Zedder. Zedder drove his knee into that steel. And now he's feeling the effects. Look at Cindy Citrus, very academic in the ring as the galactic title lies in the ring. I'm not sure why the referee has not taken that title outside of the ring. There are disqualifications in this match. You see Cindy Citrus working on the kneecap of Zedder. Very smart move by Cindy Citrus. She's like a dolphin. When she sees blood, she goes after the blood. Dolphins are very vicious creatures. They look great, but they're vicious. That's the best way to describe Cindy Citrus. You can see the galactic title in the background. That's what it's all about. There's Peliku, one of Zedder's slaves. Zedder with a throat toss onto Cindy Citrus, but the effects of his knee are quite evident. The referee speaking to Zedder, asking him, do you want to continue this match? And Peliku, why is he entering the ring? He has no business in this match. Peliku just driving Cindy Citrus in the match. As if them getting involved before this match started was not enough. And of course, Zedder's knee has suddenly gotten better. And I'm sure he's going to take advantage. I'm very disappointed in Zedder right now. And that victory by Zedder, nothing that he can be really proud about. Zedder using his slaves to help him win this match. How disappointing. Look at the size of Zedder. He doesn't need to be using such cheap tactics. Let's see that again. Pretending that his knee was in a lot of pain, allowing Peliku to get involved. And Zedder is still your galactic champion, folks. How deplorable. Ladies and gentlemen, it is with great excitement that I announce that on the next episode there's going to be a three-way match between Roderick Peters, Boron Stone, and Hippie Hank. Whoa! And here's one of the men that's going to be in the match. That is a blockbuster match. We've been trying to sign that match for a very long time, but when you have egos the size of those men involved, it becomes very complicated, always trying to make the most money, and I don't blame them. They're great businessmen, This is a click-per-view worthy main event, folks, so I really recommend that you watch the next episode. That match is gonna be epic. And here's one of the participants in that match, Roderick Peters, a former Victory Road Wrestling Zimbabwean champion. Approaching the ring, a controversial journalist known as the Press. The Press is probably being overshadowed by that match, being overshadowed by the star power of Roderick Peters, and he can take advantage of that situation, really exploit it, because Roderick Peters must have his mind focused on the next episode. That's a really big match. All three men are former Victory Road Wrestling Zimbabwean champions. I don't think we've made a match of that magnitude on regular programming. A pin by Roderick Peters, maybe underestimating his opponent a little bit here. Must be very excited. He gets the opportunity of a lifetime. We're going to find out who the better man of all three really is. A pin by Roderick Peters, just a 2 count. In terms of sales, Boron Stone is still the top, followed by Roderick Peters and then Hippie Hank. Those three men have made us a lot of money, and I'm sure there's going to be a ratings boost when all three of them are in the same ring. This is the kind of quality action you can expect in Victory Road Wrestling. We have Roderick Peters, the press looking to make a name for himself. Roderick Peters already established, but he's still in his prime, folks. There's still a lot more that we can do with Roderick Peters. Still a lot more money that can be made. Look at the press. This is the greatest opportunity the press has gotten in his lifetime. We are talking about a fabled journalist stepping into the ring, and here he is going toe-to-toe with Roderick Peters. What we expected to be a simple squash match is actually going back and forth, that the momentum in Roderick Peters' favor. This by no means is a filler match. It was supposed to be, but Press is really impressing me so far. He was screwed on the last episode, in my opinion. He should have been the winner of that three-way match, but as you know, in three-ways there are alliances. A submission by Roderick Peters. Roderick Peters adding a new maneuver to his move set, looking to pull the Press's arm right outside of his socket. But Roderick Peters wants to have a little bit of fun, going for the lateral press. Just a 2 count. Who could forget the moment when Roderick Peters became the Victory Road Wrestling Zimbabwean champion? That was such an epic match, folks. Roderick Peters going high risk. We rarely see him do that. Wow, ladies and gentlemen, a moonsault by Roderick Peters, and all he needs to do is get a cover, folks. Stick a fork in it. No, the press. And you saw Roderick Peters, he just moved back in shock. He was like, what the hell? And look at the power of Roderick Peters with that reverse suplex, signaling for the end. Roderick Peters getting the fanatics into this match. I think he's had just about enough of the press. Roderick Peters, one of our biggest shining stars, picking up the press and giving the press the dream maker. If a moonsault was not enough, a dream maker certainly is enough. 2, stick a fork in it. Roderick Peters defeating the press. But folks, that was a really good match. I'm very impressed by the press for hanging in there, and look at Roderick Peters showing the press what he thinks of him. A back and forth match that ended with the dream maker. Ladies and gentlemen, do not adjust your screens. This is Marijuana Vision, and the man behind it, Hippie Hank, a former Victory Road Wrestling champion, who will be in the main event on the next episode in that epic 3-way match. getting into the face of Roderick Peters.
Feel the power of the boron bomb.